Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me today with Origami with Miss Cynthia. I find the life of a penguin very fascinating, and I invite you to check out some awesome materials available at www.buckeyeaz.gov/library to see if you find penguins as fascinating as I do. Now, let's get started on creating an origami penguin. The supplies you will need are a sheet of paper, a pair of scissors, and some coloring supplies. Alright guys, once you selected your sheet of paper, you're going to bring one of the corners down into that triangle shape. And we want to cut off this rectangle side piece off. Alright, and now we're going to open up your page all the way. And then just make sure your page is really nice and flat. And just make sure your piece is facing into a diamond shape. And we're going to fold the right side. You're going to use that middle guide to guide you as to how far you need to go in. So bring in that right little point here, and you're just going to fold it in between the point and that center crease there. And then we're going to use that tip as a guide and just fold it right in the middle there. Just make sure you're working on a very flat surface. It's awesome and perfect for origami. Let's do the left side. Go ahead and bring that corner in. And just fold it there. All right, and then let's go ahead and focus on the right side. So what we're gonna do is bring in this corner here, and you're gonna just flare it out. And you're going to fold it towards the edge of the paper. So just make sure this corner is creased up to there, okay? And do the same thing to the opposite side. So bring this corner and go ahead and connect it there. And crease it really nicely good there. All right, so these corners that we just folded here, what you're going to do is just go ahead and just bring it back in. Now, this corner point here, it's going to guide you as to how far you need to go inside. So go ahead and fold it there. And do the same thing to the other side. So go ahead and just watch that corner on the bottom, and it'll let you know how far you need to go in. All right, just like this. All right, go ahead and grab the entire piece and fold it in half. And you're going to use that middle crease again as a guide. Just like this. So this is what your penguin should be looking like right now. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. Now let's go ahead and work on the penguin's head. So make sure that your opening is opening over towards your left, and you have that narrow peak towards the top. Go ahead and just pick a section here where you want your penguin head to start. And what we're going to do is just do a valley fold. So go ahead and just fold that downward. And you'll see how your valley fold here, you just created a triangle here. Go ahead and crease that through. Now what we're going to do is that fold that we just created, go ahead and just fold it to the back. What we're going to work on next is a reverse fold. So this makes it so much easier when we're trying to reverse fold. And then bring it back over again. Now go ahead and open up the page slightly like this, and what we want to do next is apply some pressure here so you can reverse fold the penguin's head to the opposite side, just like this, okay? Go ahead and crease that real good. All right, so now your penguin has a very long beak, so let's take care of that. So what we're going to do is bring the right side, peek over to the left, and you're going to parallel it to that bottom side of that paper there. So go ahead and press that down, and you want to create another parallel line going up and down to that crease we just created. So bring your beak back over to the left. So now you have two parallel folds here. So that first fold, you're going to bring it to the back. And then that second fold that you created, just go ahead and put it back into place. And that creates your beak there. All right, so now let's work on the tummy and your penguin's feet. We're going to do two reverse folds. So go ahead and bring the bottom all the way to the back of the penguin. Crease it there. And then, you know, when we do reverse folds, it's so much easier if you create that crease again towards the back. You want to go ahead and crease that real nicely good. Just like that, okay? All right, and we're gonna do another crease. Use that crease here we just created, using the tip of this, letting you know how far you need to do that second crease there for that reverse fold. And then reverse that fold we just did. And then go ahead and open it up again. Now our next step here is reverse folding. So go ahead and open up your penguin a little bit. Now remember, apply some pressure. Bring that all the way inside the penguin's body, just like this. That second crease, go ahead and bring it back in towards your right, just like this. Okay. Now, for us to be able to see your penguin's feet a little bit more, go ahead and this bottom corner, create like a triangle, so it'll be an upside down valley fold. You're gonna bring it to the top there, and then you're gonna tuck that in inside so it hides away and you can see your foot there. You do the same thing to the opposite side. Go ahead and flip your penguin over and just do the same thing. I'm using the bottom portion that I just created on the other side as my guide, so it aligns on the opposite side. Go ahead and fold that and then tuck it back in. All right, and here is your origami penguin. And now it's more fun stuff. You get to color and draw on your penguin. I'm going to go ahead and do the penguin eye. Big circle and two little circles inside. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to create another little circle around the original circle I just created. And you get to color your penguin. So I'm going to go ahead and you can start coloring. You can color your penguin whatever color you'd like. All right, I'm going to bring in one that I completed with all the colors in place, and I would love to see your penguin creations. So if you make one, make sure you send them over to us. Let me go ahead and bring one in that I completed. And the fun part about this, you can actually, your penguin stands up, which is very neat. And there you go, guys. There is your origami penguin. Thank you for joining me today. We'll see you next week for more origami fun. Bye.